I spent 10 years working for a hydronics and HVAC rep firm in New Jersey. I have a heavy hydronics background. I have an HVAC background, and I have had energy retrofit in my blood since I was a kid. My father has worked for an ESCO for about 37 years. Um, my grandfather owned a plumbing supply house. I was hanging out there on the weekends when I was a kid. There's pictures of me in black and white of me running down the aisles of a plumbing supply house in Jersey City, New Jersey. My grandfather always told me, he's like, the industry you want to be in is construction and renovation. It's never going away. People always need places to work and live. So you're going to be here one day. You just don't know it yet. He then told me I was going to go to Penn State, which I told him no way. I ended up going to Penn State University. So I'm the weird guy that when they walk into a room, I look up to see what's going on. I look up to see if there's LED lights. I look to see if pipes are insulated. I'm like, man, that door seal's not good. My wife's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, never mind, don't worry about it. I ended up searching through LinkedIn. I actually tried a couple odd jobs on the side. I ended up seeing the job posting being posted, and I said, man, that sounds really interesting. You know, I'm a climate change person. Do I think the world's going to end in 5 years? No. I mean, I drive a pickup truck, I'll be honest. I mean, but at the end of the day, I do have an 18-month-old son who I want him to know what a tree is when he gets older. I think we have a real problem in this world where we just consume, and we don't give back. So any way we can consume less or change the way we can consume is the right thing to do. I ended up interviewing, and I will tell you, the interviews I had was I've interviewed with a bunch of places before. It was the most gratifying experience. The people generally enjoyed what they did. I've never seen people passionate about work. I mean, I worked for a large conglomerate. You were a social security number, and no one cared if you were happy or not. And I feel like Turntide is the complete and utter opposite. People truly care about their jobs. They care about doing the right thing. They care about, not hurting a coworker. I like to think I'm very good at what I do, and I excel very rapidly, sometimes to my own detriment, where I assume more responsibility than I probably should. But here I feel like that's okay because there will always be 10 people supporting me. A lot of companies tout culture, and it's a lot of eyewash. Once you get through the door, you realize it's like everybody else. You're just a number. You're just a guy. You do your 8 to 10 hours, and you go home and complain to your wife about what you did, and you hate your job. It is definitely the complete. You laughing because that's most jobs, right? But that's not the way it works here. And it's. I mean, to have my boss give me a shout out in an all hands meeting 4 weeks on the job is something that would have never happened in another company. So I truly appreciate the people I work with here. I appreciate the company culture. I appreciate what we're doing. I think, a lot of times every company says they're going to change the world. I truly think we can.